I mean, it's not that difficult to think about it. Like, just fucking do. Don't think, do. You're ADHD prone. You fat fuck. Do it.
I've always had an issue with the start. Like after the start, I'm better, but the start,
So,
like,
so you're saying that you're slow starter in sex, but afterwards you're a quick finisher.
no, I never finished. Almost never
He
finished quick.
never finishes.
I haven't been finished.
That's depressing.
Uh,
He never finishes. He just goes for the race and never completes it.
Apparently.
He's just
wow.
he's just in there like swimwear, but can't actually fucking get it. He's like, yeah, Nancy, I love you. Nancy Reagan, I love you so much.
Nancy Reagan.
Nancy Reagan.
Fuck was
I
that?
don't know who that is.
You don't know who Nancy
Reagan
Reagan is?
sounds.
No.
Reagan sounds like a political, presidential fucking name. So no.
Ronald Reagan Nancy.
I'm guessing his wife or his daughter. You know, one or the other.
Nancy.
Pushing towards wife.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know you boys know it. I know you boys know it. Why don't you boys know
And what?
Because I hate history.
it? Oh, God. Give me an intro, you bitch.
Coming up, it's coming to me. Shut the fuck up.
Dude,
Let it come
I'm
naturally.
slowly
Don't
jerking
force
off at this table right now.
it. Okay, well then come on the table and you do an entrance then. Fuckface.
All right. Well, welcome to Round Tables. That's been the fun, fucking witty banner of our show so far. Is just us trying to get a person to do a fucking intro. So we have our intro.
Look, I'm all out of fucking Scooby snacks. What do you want me to do? You go get me the goddamn box of Scooby snacks and then I'll go chase a fucking ghost. Thank you.
About to fucking Amazon this motherfucker some goddamn Scooby snacks.
Ooh. Does it come with Snoo Snoo? Does the box come with Snoo Snoo that you're getting from the Amazon? I'll pay the extra. I'll pay the extra.
No.
God
You know
damn.
what? You know what? If the driver that drops it off is a female, there you go.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
You know what
But
I
I'm still
love?
taking the extra pay.
You know what I love
Oh,
the
make sure I
most?
open the door with some lube.
You know what
Mm.
I love the most, Dad? Is that the entire 3 minutes of you trying to figure out an intro has been just beautifully recorded.
Oh yeah, I know. We've been recording for what, 20, 30 minutes now? I know.
No, we
I
haven't.
see it
I
live.
no,
Symbol.
no.
I'm
That's on Discord, buddy. That's not the actual
Mm.
OBS that I've been using to record our actual sessions.
Fuck do I know? Okay.
But anyways, so Elden Ring DLC, boys, how do you feel?
Can't fucking wait.
riveted.
Riveted. That's it.
Riveted.
Y'all ain't got nothing. It's ribbed for her pleasure.
I'm sorry, I'm an emotionless fuck. Get at me, bro.
Why are you being an emotionless fuck, bro?
I'm rubbing off on him. That's
I
why.
don't know.
So yeah, we still haven't got any information of release other than, hey, we're getting a DLC
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what it's called. It's in development. We're excited. I can't fucking wait to rip into more Elden Ring, which we would do. Is when that comes out, we have to do some streams for the show. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you boys
but
feel
of
about
If
that?
course.
they're ever gonna nerf bleed.
Oh god, yeah, they are. That's gonna suck for you and some PvP, my boy.
Oh, really?
Well, it's taken them a whole year for this DLC to even, appear.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the record of Dark Souls in general and how they play out their DLCs. It's like a year
Sorry,
after it's coming out.
I kind of came to the Dark Souls series way, way after they've pretty much all been released. I'm sorry, but I'm
What?
here now though.
Well,
But I'm here now.
you still haven't played one.
No, I've played one.
Have you beaten it?
No, no, of course not. I mean, I
You?
trying going from two to a little bit of three, and then some of one is there's some technical difficulties. I'm sorry, it's
Technically,
not
no,
hard.
I still haven't beaten one.
So what the fuck you got to say? I beat 2 before you did.
I had went through
Uh,
both 1 and 2 halfway. I have characters halfway through the game. I'm stuck.
Picked it up and I went all the way through, including the DLCs.
Well, I'm sorry, not everybody can be that great at fucking Dark Souls. Okay, I need my peeps to help me out.
Whoa.
Here, buddy.
That one DLC boss was a bitch.
What? So we're basically saying that fuck Elden Ring, fuck Dark Souls 3, start just going from Dark Souls 1, do a whole fucking series.
I did not say fuck Elden Ring. Fuck Dark Souls 3.
No,
I said
Elden Ring for the time being until the DLC comes out.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, fair point. All right, so we'll come back to that. Let's talk about Atomic Heart, my boy.
We haven't touched the motherfucker since that one fucking time.
What, Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we only played it briefly, and it was only because we couldn't figure out how to summon one another in the game. It kind of got really frustrating for us.
Hell, we also didn't even touch Elden Ring except for that one time.
Hmm?
Oh, for the video, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, okay, yeah. I'm up to you now. I'm caught up.
I mean, we can go back into it tonight if you want to. PlayStation's right next to the PC. We can fucking cut in some Elden Ring if you want to, buddy.
Man. Okay.
I'd love to if I'm able to do that, but no. I'm having multiple technical difficulties. Sorry, my actual TV died, so I'm on a backup right now. And look, I got PC up to it. I can't get PlayStation up to it as well. I'm sorry.
Seriously?
Figure it out.
Yeah, I don't want to figure it out.
Okay, well, I mean PC. Regardless, I mean it could be worse. Actually, we'll talk about this bullshit for a second because I feel like it's gonna be.
Say that for another day.
It's gonna be interesting if a certain person was to look at it.
What?
Look at what? Look at what?
Can you not see the new article I put up?
I know.
Really?
That's too no.
No, I just see a whole bunch of you and me and him, and
What about now?
your stream is still running.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I gotta have. Yeah. So have y'all not been able to see what I've been doing?
No.
I see a lot of Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that, but it's not pulling up.
What are you looking for, dog?
Hold on.
Not you. My actual dog.
There we go. Ha ha!
Took you long enough.
You say but I still don't see anything different.
Why are you not seeing something different?
Sure.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Figure it out, Dad.
Am I supposed to hit the watch screen button or what?
Yeah,
give me a clue.
Yeah. Wait, click that.
Okay.
Oh,
I see that move. Oh, okay, now I do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Why does my dog choose right now to play?
I don't know. Play with him while you're sitting here having a full-fledged conversation with your buds.
I mean, I understand.
Nudity being taken out of video games.
Okay, what? No, it's not nudity being taken out of video games. It's one little fucking thing.
Unintended private parts.
Yeah, unintended. Okay,
they're intended.
They're intended. It's in the game.
I mean, dude, obviously it was intended if it's in the fucking game, but I'm saying, like, how can they unintendedly take it out in a game that has been around for how many years now?
Okay. If you code some titties, nipples and all on a bitch,
absolutely.
Okay, and then there's a glitch and then there's a glitch with the clothing. Congratulations! Technically, at that point, that glitch created an unintended slip.
Nip.
because it's unintended.
I want it
There was
to
a
be
glitch
intended. Therefore,
that
it's
allowed it
unintended.
to be seen.
You know, every fucking nerdy 30 or 50 something year old dude sitting in their mama's basement was jerking off to that slip.
Yeah, of course.
Naturally, that's what they do. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, nipples.
Okay,
Boobs are fun.
I mean,
and
video games. Your
because
least-
that's the closest they will ever get.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, I mean, if they're living in their parents' fucking bathroom, if they're living in their parents' basement, then they've already got problems.
Mm-hmm.
This is very true, but it's the thing that I still don't get of nudity in video games. There's porn that's free and you get to see a whole lot more. So why worry about a video game even having nudity?
That's like
I
having
mean,
the
it's
argument
that
of
hard.
like, why watch hentai over human being intercourse, over like certain corn hubs.
I
Nothing.
think it's probably got something to do with that is their preference and that is their fetish.
Mhm.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That's like having the argument of like my foot fetish is better than your oh god, titty eating
Fetish?
What?
Boot fetish.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Boot
That'll work.
fetish.
Motherfucker likes boot jobs. I don't know why, but he does.
I mean, you just.
I know I've told you about him before.
Oh, Lord bless it. No. Please, no more. No. No more. I don't know. No.
Anyway.
I would rather talk about this than
Alan
a
Wake
booty.
2.
I didn't even know.
Alan, the first one, come out like 10 years ago? Some shit like that?
Yeah, I want to say so.
Fuck outta here.
Alan Wake 2 is released this year. Apart from that, a handful of concept art and the promise that it will be full-blown survival horror. Title. We know very little else about the game at the moment. That could change soon, though, as new fucking ever.
That was close. Alan Wake initially released in 2010.
In 2010?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 13 years.
2010.
What?
It released on PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox 360, Series X, Series S, PC.
So, did you ever play this game by chance?
What, Alan Wake?
Yeah.
No.
I've not even seen a gameplay trailer for that.
I didn't
No.
even know this was a fucking game.
The closest I ever got to it was the fucking Alan Wake DLC on Control. What the fuck is that shit?
What?
Looks like a Super Saiyan.
What?
It's going Super Saiyan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't judge my background and my fucking shit.
Okay.
It looks as though it was released. Yeah. It's getting released for. What was this game though?
It was some sort of survival thing, something about shadows. I don't fucking know.
Well, since we know nothing about it, not a interesting game.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
why we?
I mean, look at our taste in video games, though. I mean, we play shit like The Forest, 7 Days to Die, Elden Ring, Dark Souls. Like, we're looking for games to punish us, not to fucking enjoy, apparently.
You guys are looking for games to punish you. Okay? You and your fucking survival bullshit. I get punished by fucking Elden Ring and Dark Souls. There's that, but I do actually like to play fucking sports and shit like The Division 2, I guess, is better than the first one.
Which we
But
need to
I
get
like
back into playing that.
Ghost Recon, Wildlands, Breakpoint, beautiful.
I mean, dude, I like playing third
Art.
person shooter games as much as the next person, and I do love those Tom Clancy type games. But I also love the sweet feel of running and breaking a leg and then having to figure out how to fix that shit.
And bleeding. Don't forget about your bleeding.
Okay, now that right there, why is that a sweet feeling?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. I get an
Why is
enjoyment.
that
Like
not
it's like a scary kink that comes off of fucking being like damaged in a video game. Like I just want to jerk off to it.
So that's your fetish.
That's
Gotcha.
my fetish and punishment.
I mean, for my end, I prefer the RPG open world, but the thing about the survival games is it's hard like Dark Souls is, and the challenge of actually being able to die, where most games is I'm just too good, I just survive all the time. I like the challenge of, hey, I open the door, oh, there's 50 zombies in front of me, I am dead, there's nothing I can do. So the actual enjoyment of actually dying, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's a simple
Challenge.
solution. Set it to a higher difficulty.
But
Some
well,
games
I
have
mean,
done that.
well, look at it this way: there's not many games that do honest punishment other than the Dark Souls line and survival games. That's the fucked up part. Yeah, you can up the fucking the difficulty of the
Difficulty.
game, but it just it's the same game because eventually at some point you're gonna get to a high enough level and have high enough gear that that fucking game's difficulty level wouldn't matter.
And now I introduce you to mods.
Oh, get the I know I need to mess with mods now. But
I
like
don't
if
have enough yet to do that, so.
right. Well, dude, there's also not enough fucking like RPG games, open world RPG games now that are new. Not saying the classic ones like some Fallout or some Skyrim, but I'm saying like there's nothing new that's coming out other than Hogwarts. That seems to be a good RPG open world type game from what I've seen from gameplay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like a very interesting RPG type style of game, but there's not that many out there that's open world that seems to collect people to them.
Other than, Skyrim that's been going hard since 2012.
Well, yeah, but that's the same. That's the
11.
same game. That's the
Yeah,
same game. That's like GTA, dude. That's like saying, oh, well,
Okay.
people enjoy GTA, but they haven't changed anything. They haven't updated Skyrim in how long?
God only knows.
It's been a fucking hot minute, but they kept coming out with different. I won't say versions, but they kept coming out with different editions. But
yeah.
the difference is Skyrim is like one of the most heavily modded games on the market.
Oh, and I get it.
You have thousands, hundreds of thousands of mods that literally change the entire fucking landscape. What? Like there are mods that literally take you outside of fucking Skyrim. So people have created entire other lands to explore, and they've made quests. They've done their own voice acting shit. They go all in.
Oh, absolutely. And I've seen videos of multiple people doing different things with mods for Fallout and Skyrim. But, like, I don't know, dude. How many more times can you play that game? Yeah, I get it's mods change it up, mods differentiate and make it more interesting, and that's perfectly fine. But it's the same script, different day.
What do you think? I haven't played Skyrim in a hot fucking minute.
And I haven't played Fallout in a hot ass minute because I went hard for Fallout.
Oh God, yes. Fallout 3 is just so beautiful.
I would say that we can all agree that Fallout is fucking glorious.
Top tier.
Yes.
New Vegas better than 4.
100%.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
100%.
Hands down. But I will say that you're right in the sense of There's a whole lot of good open world RPGs that are coming nowadays. At least not like, I mean, sure, you have shit like The Division, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, but those aren't really true full on fucking RPGs. That's, you have a set goal for each fucking territory. Sure, you have small, I won't say quests, but minor objectives. And that's like, okay, you've come across this camp, get the fucking intel. Congratulations, you come across this camp, get the intel. This camp, get the. It's the same shit. So it's you can take one territory, and you just changing the size and the shape of that one territory, and multiplying it into a bunch of different territories with the same goal,
Right.
and changing the difficulty of them. So it's not like it's what's the right way to put this? It doesn't feel like it's truly full of life.
Right.
Hogwarts has that fucking feel because you can walk out of the fucking castle, jump on your fucking broom, and go fly out to this little fucking village. It's got people. They're doing different shit. There's people to talk to. You got side quests. You have maybe a shop. Maybe not. Shit. There's actually life in the fucking thing.
Right.
God of
Yeah.
War. Fuck. God
Well,
of War was a great game.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the originals up until now have been a very successful genre of game, man.
Last one, not Ragnarok, but the one before, because I haven't played Ragnarok yet.
Right.
It was for me a fucking amazing take on it because that's when I started throwing in the Norse mythology. They're changing up all their shit. It's more now. It's more than just him going after the fucking Greek gods. The same fucking mythology and shit. After all these years, they actually decided to throw him into a completely different fucking mythology. And instead of being this 100% full on fucking Rome kill fuck whatever, he actually sat down, hooked up, had a son, made a life, and then she died. Shit's hitting the fan. Fuck, gotta get back to it.
Yep. And I mean that's why I love the twist. To reiterate that more of what you're saying, I love that twist of there's a character development that he has a child. Now he has to take care of his kid and now teach the kid to do shit.
I mean, it's like The Witcher. The Witcher. I mean, Geralt of Rivia had a lot of character progression going from the first game to the third game. Hard as fuck.
Absolutely.
Because in the beginning, he was just, there's a monster, I'ma kill it, let me go fuck some whores. Literally, one of his lines in the game is, I'm looking for.
Say that one more
And
time
then
because you kind of went out. Sorry about that.
you just want me to say I'm looking for a whore again.
No, as much as that riviates through my body, yes, but no. At the same time, you literally went out. Your mic dropped.
Yeah, no, I get it. Shit happens. But no, Geralt was that guy that, after killing the monsters, he'd go to a fucking inn and literally tells him, hey, I'm looking for some. Like, that's all he cared about. That's all he wanted to do. He was just fucking
Looking for that
constantly.
booty.
You basically. And then once you get to 3, well, shit, now you've got 2 fucking choices. You've got Triss and Yennefer. You pick one. Because you can't. People have tried to pick both, and you can. There is an actual line to pick both of them,
Really?
but you end up getting neither one.
Oh, so it's like, haha, let me have both, and then bam, haha, they got your ass.
Yeah. Basically, get to the end of that storyline. They both start to do their little zing, and then I think they handcuffed him to the bed and left him or something.
No shit.
Nice.
something like that. I don't know, but
Well, I
either
mean,
way,
it just goes to show that nowadays there's not a lot of soul that goes into video games. Like we have Skyrim, we have Fallout that are blocked by just these pinnacles of their game, like their series in the game. Like the Fallout 3, New Vegas, then you got Skyrim, what was it, 5? 5 or 6?
Yeah,
So 5.
it's
Okay.
5.
But like that's the sad perspective to video games nowadays. Now, don't get me wrong, there is some games out there now that have decent stories, but it's few that do. There's not a lot of texture in it. There's not a lot of pretense behind the character's development. There's not a lot of like if there is, please throw one out there. But I don't feel like there is.
no, there really isn't. Nobody's coming up with a truly substantial story anymore.
Go here, do this. Go kill that. Go retrieve this. I'm so
Right.
bored now.
Yeah.
Give me something new.
It's like Destiny. You know, Destiny concept started out fantastic, and then once you actually get into the game, it's hey, fight your way over to this area. Now let the ghost hack in
Mm-hmm.
and then do it again and again and again.
Yeah, and I mean,
And oh yeah, every single boss or the final boss is just a reskin of another.
well, like Dark Souls, like, and I'm only bringing this up because technically it doesn't have a story throughout the game, but you can look up the lore. But looking up the lore and playing the game, I feel like has more of a substance than not having a good story or not having a good character development because you're a character designed but you're a player character design and you're walking through murder and shit, but at least you're in one directive. You're gonna kill a boss. There's a reason behind needing to kill that boss. And
Just
go ahead, I'm sorry.
to go get more power. I mean, I love the Dark Souls series, but there is no story in them, and there's you go kill things just because
There's the
you're supposed to
lore,
kill.
my boy. There's the legit whole fucking books over this fucking game.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the books, but inside of the game itself,
No,
it's like
yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you get to interact with some NPCs and stuff that kind of give you like little winty bears, but
It's
a touch, yeah, but
tidbits,
yeah.
pieces.
yeah,
But part of what makes the Souls games so amazing is like Bloodborne, for example.
Oh,
The whole fucking thing behind Bloodborne was the effects of the blood.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And the people that got after it started turning into the fucking monsters.
Right.
So like all these beasts that you're hunting, the bosses, they used to be fucking people. They used to be citizens of Yarn
Mm-hmm.
and scholars of this, the fucking basically the outer gods, which apparently ended up being some squiddy fucking aliens.
Right.
But I mean, you know, full on fucking Lovecraftian, which is absolutely beautiful.
And which I
And
love they went in that direction, even though it's
hard
not
as fuck.
fully like it's not fully submerged into Lovecraftian, but like it has that taste, that little sprinkle of here's a squid,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah. The feel of Bloodborne
Mm,
is full on fucking Lovecraftian.
absolutely, I can agree to that 100%.
Elden Ring, sure, it doesn't really explain, you know, the entire purpose of why you want to become the fucking.
Elden Lord, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, isn't that what gamers go for? You know, you start off at the bottom and you want to become the fucking the top dog, the fucking epitome of power in that
Absolutely.
universe.
Absolutely. And I can agree to that. And don't get me wrong, I see where you're heading towards in this. To me, though, I feel like a lot of games need, not a lot of games, let me rephrase that. Now, there is a need for the games that are just, here's a game, go murder. But there's also the need for the players that want to hear that story, to get into the gruesome details, to submerge themselves into the character development throughout the story, even though they're not progressively upgrading the character in like stats wise, but the character's development throughout the entire story until the very end of the game, and then bam, hit them with a number 2, like Last of Us.
Yeah,
There's nothing
that would
wrong
be
with that.
a very enjoyable thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Last of Us. Not besides the show. Besides the show, now, if you went from very beginning of the game to all the way to the end of number 2, Last of Us 2, and played and listened to the story in detail, minus what the show is coming out in details now, which I love the most, is that you get this wild urge to really want to be submersive with the characters, Joel and how his development goes into the second game, and Ellie and her development into the second game. It's and then all the characters that come into. I want more games like that. I need more games like that because then I would spend more money on this shit instead of buying dumb games that don't make any fucking sense, but I'm just buying them to try them.
It's not to say that there aren't games out there that have that substance that a lot of people do look for. It's just to say there's not a lot of it.
Absolutely.
And outside of I absolutely the entire fucking Uncharted series was absolutely beautiful. I haven't played the last one. But
It's okay.
yeah, see, and that's another game that I've been meaning to get around to playing, but
Yeah.
I have to.
Let's not talk about the means of every year I start off with, this is the year I'm gonna beat games. And then we do what me and Dad are doing and play 7 Days to Die and completely get off track and not give a flying fuck about the rest of the games that I have.
Yeah, but it's still a thing though. Like, I did not. Yes, but I don't care. There's something about that game that is so addicting. I do not know why. 7 Days to Die is so addicting, but all right now I don't want to play anything else. And again, this is I can't believe I say it, but it doesn't have a bloody story at all.
Yeah.
You're just trying to survive.
Well,
But that's
go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted y'all.
oh no, you're good. It's just it's so surprising because I constantly talk about Metal Gear Solid has one of the best stories ever. And I'm always saying that I want a game with a heavy story, but I'm playing 7 Days to Die. There is no story, and I don't care.
Debatable. Just saying.
So that is also not to say that there are games that don't have story that are good,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
such as fucking Dark Souls. Even if you hear me out, if you don't pay attention to the lore, it's still a good game.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah,
As much as I can't stand dying constantly, the gameplay in itself is very fun.
Bigger shield.
yes, especially Elden Ring was so much fun, and it had a little bit more gameplay than the rest of them, but
First of all,
Elden Ring just a fucking blast.
Oh, real quick, just a jab at Mr. Donuts over here. First of all, get a bigger shield. Is that what you said, sir?
That is exactly what I said.
Okay. Nobody can have the shield set up in any of the games besides what you had in Elden Ring, my boy.
I understand that.
Like, get out of here. Like, I can't imagine the massive amount of damage that you are a fucking tank, sir, in Elden Ring. A literal.
Yes, sir, he really is.
A literal fucking tank.
And it's one of the simplest setups.
Absolutely.
I'm not even a strength build.
No, and I mean, you've told me about it, and that's the thing. The thing that blows my mind is that the way that you can craft a character in Elden Ring and Dark Souls I feel as though if they had that in a way that you could play it in a story-based driven game where there is action but there is a lot of story, they would make a killing.
Oh
Somebody
my
would.
God, yeah.
Somebody would make a killing. If it was Dark Souls with a fucking story, somebody would make a killing.
I mean, see, technically, the story is there, the lore is
Oh
there.
yeah, absolutely.
You just have to, you gotta look for it.
Yeah, well, that and you just gotta buy the books, like I did. I
Uh,
bought the whole collection. But
you don't even
that's
necessarily have to do that. You just have to read all the stuff,
no, you need to buy the
like
collection.
all of it, and then also read all the stuff on every single item, every single weapon, like everything, because all the lore is hidden in the description of items
Absolutely.
and just shit that is lying
I
everywhere,
still love the
waiting
video
for you
game.
to read.
Come
Oh,
on,
man.
all right. Give me a video. I need a video. I want to watch a video.
Yeah, see, you're
I don't
more
want.
of a
To.
visual
I'm
person.
sorry. Yeah, I really am.
Yeah,
And
see,
that's
you're.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Dude, when it comes to video games nowadays, I see as though the industries are just trying to put them out there real quick just to grasp your attention. They don't care if they're bugging out. They don't care that they're fucking dying. They don't care what's happening to it. They just want the money and move on
Yeah.
to the next project.
And why do you think we
Activision.
have?
Sadly, I agree.
Oh God! You know what? You're right. Why do you think we have so many games that are coming out that are just full price reskins of older games?
Absolutely. I mean, look at Pokemon. And I love Pokemon. 100% hands down, I love Pokemon. I will play it till the day that they either stop playing it or I'm put in the grave. I will continue to play it. That game has been reskinned so fucking much
Every
that
time.
it's every fucking
Yeah.
time. Well, I mean, except for the last two games, they have came out with new DLCs. They have gave a little bit more information on details in the game. They have gave a little bit more of a story, but it has been the same concept of a game the entire fucking time. Give me something bigger. We were supposed to have walking next to us our Pokemon. We were supposed to have an open world concept of Pokemon. It's technically open world, but it's
Yeah. It's a world.
yeah, but it's not. It's not like the. I don't know. It's not like Skyrim
That one
open world.
thing.
It's not Skyrim open world. It's not uh, Fallout open world. It's still just. It's like taking the original format of Pokemon Yellow and Blue and Red, and then just instead of having a top view of the towns, now you're submerged in the town slightly. Like the angle of the camera's been dropped down towards you, and it's still not. It's not. It's not thrilling anymore to me.
Well, yeah, because it is the same thing over again. You're trying to become the best around. You're trying to become the most powerful
It's
with your Pokemon. Uh, they the story was better in this one, I think. But the open world part was kind of lacking. They needed more
yeah,
things to do, more
absolutely.
interesting side quests.
Absolutely. And that's something also that I feel like a lot of RPGs differ from when it comes to Pokemon. Like, not necessarily Pokemon, but there's other games that are in line of the Pokemon theorem where you just keep pasting the same concept as you go. Fucking Final Fantasy. You just you keep on rolling with it. And it's the same fucking shit.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Battlefield.
Battlefield, Call of Duty, fun. But like,
All your first-person shooters, really, honestly. What? Okay,
you
which one's not? Come
shut your fucking trap now.
on. Then what? Then what?
Hear
Borderlands.
him.
Yeah, come on, give it to me. Borderlands. Borderlands changed. It changed. We got one. Mine is pre-sequel. I don't count that one. Fuck pre-sequel.
Nobody fucking counts that.
Yeah, nobody does.
But we got
Nobody
one.
does.
We got two. We got three. all separate fucking games still conceptually going into the same story. And we got so much first that, man.
The first one made it.
Oh, God.
The second one had Handsome Jack.
Yes.
That put it at the fucking top. I mean, when Handsome Jack and Voss Montenegro competing for top video game villain at some point. And Handsome Jack won.
Yep.
I mean, Voss Montenegro is one hell of a fuck. Like, goddamn.
But it's like,
But
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but that's basically where it ended because they brought Handsome Jack's humor. That was it.
Yeah.
There wasn't really more than that. They didn't evolve on that.
No, and that's the thing too, is that Borderlands 3 came out and it was a fantastic game and it died. It died for me. I mean
it died quick because it didn't have that thing that made it so much different than the others.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah, 1 and 2, I have to admit, stand it out very well. They really did.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, yes, I can agree that all first-person shooter games are basically almost identical in format. You go, you shoot, you kill, you loot. That's it. But no, the main
shooter.
But the main ones that did that and that were just copy and paste bullshit were Call of Duty and Battlegrounds and fucking PUBG, and now we have all this fucking battle royale bullshit. Fortnite, Apex, it's the same formula just spread out in a different way. And don't get me wrong, it sells, it makes money, it gets people interested, they flock to it like a bunch of dummies. And me the same. I can't say nothing wrong with it. I have flocked my way into those battle royales, and I mean, me and Donut buying another Call of Duty game. Not recently.
Oh,
We stopped at Cold War.
Yeah. And it's gonna sit that way.
That's all, y'all. Have fun.
Fucking last time for now.
Oh God. Yeah, because we need to stop with that shit.
Dude, to me, I had played enough over the years growing up for Call of Duty. I've played enough. We've got into it, and I mean, toxicity of the game will never change. It will be the same lobbies full with the same vulgar ass dumb people who just want to constantly brigade you because you got a lower KD than them or a higher KD or whatever the fuck it is.
Year after year.
Year after year, dude. And I mean, don't come after me of a kill in a video game unless you beat Dark Souls. Like, beat a Dark Souls game and then come at me about KD. If you can go through an entire Dark Souls game with only dying under 10 times, only dying 10 times, you have my round of applause. You have my gratitude in the game industry, because there ain't no fucking way in hell any person out there has went under 10 deaths in a Dark Souls game. Get at me.
Yes, there is.
Is there?
Oh yeah, of course there is. Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Plenty of people.
See, I'm talking shit right now.
I mean, come on, watch YouTube, my guy. They're everywhere.
I fucking go on and look at that shit. Why are you guys coming at me like that?
Not dying is no longer a challenge. Now the challenge is not getting hit.
Yeah, which is scary.
There was a guy that ran a full Dark Souls no hit challenge. So basically, he ran Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 in sequence without getting hit.
No.
And if he did, he restarted from the first game.
Ugh.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. So if I beat 1 and 2 and I'm on 3 and I got smacked one time, the argument would be to restart the whole fucking thing.
from the first game. Yes, and that I think that did actually happen
Oh,
Yeah,
but
because
I
I
can't
know
think
he
of
did
that, really.
actually have to restart a couple of times.
why?
That's what he wanted to do.
Why is that a
Challenge, my guy.
That
The
can't-
challenge of it.
Dude, that's not a challenge. That's a nightmare. That's
Hell,
that's
dude,
like putting
Oh,
your
it's psychotic. Yes, it is.
That's like
aside from no, yeah. Go ahead.
no, I was like, that's literally
Y-
putting your dick in a finger trap. A
Yeah,
Chinese
basically.
finger trap. Like, if you want a challenge, that's perfectly fine. But like, I'm not doing that. Actually, now I kind of want to.
Yeah, of course you fucking
Yeah,
did.
have fun.
I kind of,
Have fun.
well, no, it's like the Nuzlocke thing for Pokemon. I don't.
Concept.
Do you know what a Nuzlocke is?
Mhm.
No, I don't.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Nuzlocke is where you go, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Donut. It's been a minute since I've done one in Pokemon, but it's you get your starter Pokemon, you have to name it. You have to name it, and if it dies, that's it. You don't get to play it with it no more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of those runs.
Yeah, so basically, if it dies, that's it. Game over. Has anybody played that shit? Because I haven't. It is drastic having to name your Pokemon, get used to naming your Pokemon, and calling it by that name, and then you just fucking kill it. You just watch its HP go from 100 and something to zip. And now you gotta start all over with another motherfucker. But then there's the ultimate Nuzlocke, where instead of using the next Pokemon that you have to go back out and find that same Pokemon, but at a lower level, and go through shit.
Mm.
It's a fucking drastic, but
Mhm.
but I mean that's the fun in video games. You can change up things, even though it's the same concept, it's the same play. You can make new challenges.
Yeah. People playing Dark Souls with fucking Dance Dance Revolution pads.
Dude, I've seen that.
Wow.
I've seen that,
Yeah.
and that is
What?
terrible.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is fucking terrible. First of all,
It's
why
really
would you
bad.
want to do that?
Because they're bored.
My boredom is never that bad.
I mean, you
I
do
have
that
other
with some
games that-
VR.
Yeah.
I mean,
That would be epic, actually. Kind of sounds like fun.
first of all, if there was Dark Souls for VR, you think I'd be on PC?
Yeah. I'd be wherever it would because that's sick sounding. I like that idea.
God, dude, I would be. I'd buy that the second it came out.
They will eventually.
I hope so because I can start losing weight that way. God damn.
God. But let's cut this one 10 minutes short today, boys. And I love the conversation as we were going and having fun with it. But realistically, if I don't piss in the next 5 seconds, I'm gonna blow my brains out. So hang on, real quick. We're gonna say goodbye. Everybody, say goodbye. What the fuck? Why? What the hell's this muted shit you guys got going on?
I don't know. Just felt like
Muted
messing with
shit.
you. That's always fun.
What the? It like went muted as fuck. God,
I got cut off.
I gotta piss. I gotta piss. What did you say, buddy?
I got cut off.
Okay, we'll say goodbye to the lovely folks.
No.
Okay, I ran out of Scooby snacks. I gotta go. See ya.
Oh, fuck.
Fine. Fuck it. Bye.
That is his catchphrase for now on, dude. It's
Duh. Hadn't you noticed that?
this is his catchphrase. What do you mean you got cut off? Like, were you going into another rant about something?
No.
Then what-
No, I mean like my mic cut out.
Oh, I thought we interrupted you on something. I
No.
was like,
No.
you got more shit to say? But I mean,
Yeah.
but it's another round table of jerkins, skirtins, and I guess that's his catchphrase.
Okay. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna be on the.
You know you love it.
He's gonna be on the Scooby Snack train until the day we stop doing the show.
One day I will be sponsored by Scooby Snacks. It will happen. I will keep working.
Hold
That's
on,
my
real
goal.
quick. Now I want to argue about this. Is Scooby Snacks even a fucking thing?
Yeah, I got some right here. Can't you hear them?
Okay, I'm done with this recording. Okay. Okay, bye.